we're headed into the exhibit hall.
I personally like this battery.
No.
So what's this div?
We don't change things just for the sake of changing things.
Social media content.
You guys already know I gotta get some beautiful architecture shots.
Like if this is where you want to go.
Hey now, hey. Hey, this place ain't bad. Welcome, Phil. How'd they get that on there? The view of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You know what I'm about to do? So we're here for the Lawn and Landscape Technology Conference. I was supposed to be here Monday night and be here for the opener on Tuesday. However, my flight with Delta got canceled, so I had to rebook a flight with United. And now I am here for their main day, which is Wednesday. It's currently no clock around here. It's currently like 5:30 in the morning, and I slept for like an hour on the plane because the lady in front of me and her husband, they slept, I don't know how, but with the light on. And so, yeah, anyways, let's just say I didn't have a good night's sleep on the plane. No one really sleeps well on the plane, so I don't even know if I'm gonna sleep right now. Maybe for like an hour, I'll try, but I'm here, and that's all that matters. And I can't wait to show you guys what this Lawn and Landscape Technology Conference is all about. So I'm currently the only one up here. Yeah, it opens up in an hour. A little bit early, first ones. The exhibit hall is over there, so that's where all the equipment is. And special thank you to all of the sponsors. We got RC Mowers, Wright, X-Smart, Lawn Line, and so much more. All right, let's go get some breakfast. So it's gonna follow you?
I can take in my picture, so I can talk to it, say what's up, all that good stuff. And then when I want it to stop, right, I go like this, and then I go like that.
Hey now, hey. So there's a micro SD card in there?
Mm-hmm.
How high does it go? How high?
30 feet.
30 feet up?
It may hit the top.
Oh. Good. Oh. All right, we're headed into the... This guy ruining my shots. All right, we're headed into the exhibit hall. It's definitely not as big as Equip Expo, but there's still a lot to see here. Let's see what kind of cool equipment we can check out. How you doing? Oh man, I don't know. Seeing this thing, and I'd want to see it in action, you know? Oh.
Or get yourself in a different position. From there, it's... And then...
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No.
That's where I first saw it.
Like if this is where you want to mow.
Look at this thing. And it's got an ice sprayer in the back. Crazy. So you can blow snow. You also put down some ice melt. 2-in-1. It's called the Switch platform. Runs a 34.5 horse Kawasaki. This is Cameron Duncan's zone right here. Got a 40 horse Vanguard 993cc EFI, and then you got a new hydro system, so every 1,000-hour interval. You don't see this much in a mower. I'm here with Ed Wright. This is the ZK3.
That's right.
This is the third version. It's brand new for 2024. Ed, can you tell us a little bit more about what has changed?
Sure. Well, the whole background on what we were doing with this is kind of our flagship product. We don't change things just for the sake of changing things, because as soon as we do that, we're making people's lives hard. You know, that service parts don't fit anymore. We're always looking at a parts sale saying, how can we sell less parts by eliminating the number one way to sell more parts is to make something that breaks. So we're trying to do the opposite.
Yeah.
Right? We took some weight off the muffler assembly. There used to be a guard on here. We now have that outside here, so we have a lot more protection on the engine and the cylinder heads. We made the adjusters easier to use. The deck and blade attachment we tweaked so they're easier to change. Updated pulleys with double row bearings in them that last almost twice as long as the typical pulley. We lowered the center of gravity a little bit, partly with the battery, a couple other parts. We now offer the Kawasaki Evo engine on here, 34.5 horsepower.
That's brand new for 2024?
Yes, this engine, I really love it. I think this is going to be probably the #1 engine in our business over the next 2 decades.
Now I want to ask, why not the FX1000?
The FX1000 is a great engine. Actually, we're going to offer riders as well. The only issue I have with the FX1000 is with these stand-on mowers, see how the engine goes up and down with the cutter deck?
Yep.
Well, when the engine floats with the cutter deck and you hit a stump or something like that, it creates a lot of impact. If the engine were to shift and pull the threads out of the engine bolts, the FX1000 doesn't have oil sump on it, so you end up damaging the entire engine block. Whereas these other engines, you can just replace the bottom of the engine if that were to happen. So if you want up there around 40 horsepower, we use the Vanguard engine because we get 8 attachment bolts to the frame. This is the autonomous mower. If you're not familiar with the premise here, there's a record button in the instrument panel. You press that record button, you make your perimeter pass, and that's your mowing zone. And then with the remote, you hit mow, it takes off and mows that area by itself. You can save the map and set your strike angles, those kinds of things. So when you come back next week, you don't have to re-record it. But it's a human and autonomous hybrid machine. So you mow a slope with it, whatever, and then in a wide open area, you let the autonomous mower kick in.
Looks like a Xbox controller.
yeah, pretty much.
Actually looks pretty fun to use.
It is a good time. Part of the reason why we have the controller is that the e-stop.
Oh, gotcha.
So, you know, if somebody comes out into the area, field that you're mowing or whatever, you can shut the machine off remotely with that.
When do you think things are actually going to kick off? Are you saying like 5 years you'll start seeing these more often, or what?
I mean, it's evolving pretty quickly right now. We've been in it for 3 years. I think CBQ was saying that it was last 2 months we've had more autonomous hours than from day one.
Yeah.
That's that exponential growth that's happening.
Good.
The numbers are still smaller. Most folks running autonomous mowers today are where you have a single site operation where you're going to be there for the afternoon. It's harder to do work in tandem if you're on a job site for only 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
Are we going to be seeing anything new that we aren't seeing right now at this year's Equip Expo?
The newest thing we have is the ZK3, so we're not bringing anything newer than this. We'll have some engine options that we don't have here today. That'll be coming out at the Expo show. But our lineup for now is pretty solid. We have some stuff in the works that doesn't come out until next year.
Gotcha. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
social media. Your blog, your project case studies, these are fantastic social media contents that you can post. So you don't always want to have a one-sided social media feed where it's all
Let's go.
Good, how you doing?
Got any questions?
No, just browsing.
The fan is too.
Okay, it balances out just a little bit. So this is 25 cc's, right?
Yeah. And so just
Equivalent?
imagine that now with the other battery, that 8-minute, because that's a 35-minute battery charge. And you have the bigger onboard behind you, so
This is different.
Much lighter?
Yeah, this is way lighter.
Which
than-
one do you have? This one?
well, yeah, because this one's 10 pounds without a battery. That one's 6.6 pounds without a battery.
That's the one I have.
This is a 30 cc gas power one.
This is much lighter than
And that's
that.
with the nano battery, right? The new ones?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bigger ones?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
How many amperage?
It's still a 4 amp hour.
4 amp?
240 watt hours, 60 volt. So you're looking at under 10 pounds.
I personally like this battery than the other one, just because the realistic thing is we're out there doing this 24/7, and after a while, this becomes heavy. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
The heat, the fatigue, all that stuff. I prefer the nano.
What about the head, Johnny?
It's something to think about. Right now, what with the battery on it, I find the balance.
It feels good in the
I
hand?
feel the balance, so it doesn't feel. Usually you have that tip in the front, kind of heavy in the front. With this one, it feels. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah.
That's the one.
So the KC110.
Front motor. Okay. Cool. So this is Cress's Cyber Tank. And looking at the display here, it actually shows you how long it's going to take for each battery to finish charging. So this one's got 33 minutes, 1%, obviously super dead. This one's at 10%, 12 minutes, and then this one's on standby. We got a third battery, does not charge, but these two charge simultaneously. And then this one is on standby, and it's as soon as one finishes, right?
Well, yeah, as soon as they finish, the next one will start.
Yep.
And then as well as if you did need to charge a battery on port 1 in rapid mode, you could charge in 8 minutes. Go from 13.
So that's, you just activated rapid charge, right?
Yep.
It's at 13, and now
So that's that.
7 minutes. And this one's completely dead. It's going to charge it in 7 minutes.
Make this transition happen, and it doesn't really make sense for our company.
What specifically made that light bulb go off? Like, what did you hear or see?
Check this out.
There you go.
They call this the Home Depot backyard. This is real grass, guys. Super short. I mean, this has got to be like a quarter of an inch, maybe an eighth of an inch. You guys already know I gotta get some beautiful architecture shots with my drone. No, I really enjoyed the event. It was great. Ton of automation, a ton of technology, obviously, right? We go to a technology conference. We're not really there to see equipment, even though I did showcase a lot of equipment because I love new technology, new equipment, and just see where innovation is going. How these companies are improving their battery products, how these companies are improving their autonomous mowers. Everything like that interests me, so that's why I did a lot of filming on that. But I want to kind of get other people's perspective. First of all, obviously, let's go and ask Johnny what he thinks about the event.
What's going on, guys? I'm Johnny with Blaze of Grass Lawn Care. Blaze of Grass Lawn Care on all social media outlets. I heard about the Lawn and Landscape Technology Conference through the Lawn and Landscape magazine personnel. They called me, said, hey, listen, come out here, do some content, and kind of show your audience that this is something that exists. Prior to them reaching out to me, I didn't know that this was a thing. Me being here exposes my audience and followers to not only the expo, but there are other pockets of landscape events that are going on throughout the US.
Right.
So this is one that, but now this one is kind of, is mobile. So you guys know this is not just in Atlanta. Right now we're in Atlanta, but next year we'll be in Vegas. So it is something that moves throughout the US. In our industry, we have this worker's mindset. Let's go out there and mow that grass. Let's do this, let's do that, let's do the other. We're not thinking about technology. Technology is here to assist us in being profitable. You know, we're business owners. We want to make money. That is, that's the real deal. Yeah, we're always hustling, but we need to realize that technology enables us to do our scheduling where we don't have to take out a piece of paper and write down, you know, Mrs. Such and such and such. No, this is technology. You put it down on the computer, on your phone, and it tells you your schedule. Making money because you're not wasting time in the office. Doing paperwork, everything is being done for you. Autonomous mowers, where if you have big fields that you have to mow, like the sessions we just got out of, you know, they're minimizing their labor costs by putting these autonomous mowers out there. You know, one guy is just doing the detail work while the mower is actually mowing, where it saves you money as the owner. You don't have to pay two guys, one to mow and the other one to trim.
All right, Johnny, we got to go back in there, but I really do appreciate your time and knowledge, and thank you so much, man.
Thank you, and make sure you follow me, subscribe.
That's right, Johnny Blades of Grass Lawn Care. Well, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, right?
Everything,
everywhere.
Man, everything.
There you go. All right, guys. Peace.
You know, we job plan all of our jobs, right? So we have, you know, we go through before we get to site, we have a sequence and an expectation of this is where you're going first, second, third, and when you're putting these autonomous mowers on a site, you need to completely rejob.
I'm standing here with Jimmy. You help with the content creation side of things for L&L. Tell me who this event is for and what people can expect when coming here.
Yeah, so my name's Jimmy Miller. I'm an associate editor with Lawn and Landscape magazine, so I help manage all of the editorial side alongside Brian Horn and Kim Lux, the other editors on the publication. This event is really for any landscaper who wants to grow their business and leverage technology to their advantage. You know, anything from autonomous mowing to looking at different types of software. We really have a little bit of everything.
All right, Jimmy, thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you in Vegas next year. It's been fun. It's been really, really fun, but I think it's time for me to go back to the hotel room, pack, check out, relax a little bit before my next flight. And I don't think I'll be touring Atlanta, Georgia, but very nice city without a doubt.